I'm Louis K.O. King, and I like to view cageamateurs.com. UK.com, sorry. .com UK? UK.com.
It's Paddy. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for doing the interview. I know you've not been very well the last few months, so it's great to see you up and about on your feet. And
I'm fine. Well, you might come back.
Am I right? 118 fights under feet?
No, 114.
114.
Yeah.
So, when did you first start?
Oh, geez. I first started way back in the early 60s. You mentioned 118. It would have been. My aim was 120.
Right.
But I had to pack it in at 114. My hands were gone.
Yeah.
And literally, I had to. It was a hell of a job for me getting through the very last fight.
Yeah.
Against an American, Max Gilloy from Philadelphia. And I won that one on points. That was 114. And I knew it, my hands were gone. And I wasn't going to let that record go.
No.
I wasn't going to risk it. Because there were up and coming lads, youngsters, couple coming, and no way will I risk my record through these.
So 114.
114 on the big fights.
Back in them days, like in the 60s, was it a lot underground like it is now still?
Yeah, yeah.
So would you be fighting like gypsies or was it
I'd fight anybody that come along.
anyone? Yeah.
But we'd fight, and we had rules, regulations. Tommy Hurd was my manager. I had managers, promoters. Tommy was a promoter, and it was a much bigger thing.
Right.
You know, back in the early 60s,
Yeah.
when it was done properly. As Andy, I'm hoping he's putting his finger out now and getting it done.
Gonna get it back to how it
But
was.
it's been a hell of a long time before, you know, I mean, people don't realise bare knuckle fighting is safer than glove boxing.
Yeah.
You know,
I've seen programs that said there's been scientifically proven as well. Like that,
obviously. I mean, you can punch a man to the head all night with gloves, but you can't punch a man to the head all night with knuckles.
No.
This is what a lot of young, up-and-coming bare knuckle fighters make a mistake, going with the head.
Yeah.
And me, I should go for the body. It's the biggest, go for the biggest target, and the biggest target is the body. It's the softest target. You're not going to bust your hands on the body. It's when they switch to their head. That's where you get the danger.
Yeah.
Especially if you hit a guy in the forest, something like that. I'd go for the body when they bend over, go for the chin or temple,
Yeah.
knockout blows. Body shots, I'd go for the solar plexus.
Yeah. So you can take someone down from hitting them in the solar plex if you hit them
Hit
hard
him
enough.
correctly in the solar plexus, he's going to go down and he's going to stay there.
Right.
And if he doesn't go down, if he doesn't stay there, run. So hit correctly in the solar plexus, it wins a man. Takes the wind out of him.
Yeah.
You can knock him out practically. Shot the solar plexus.
So back in the day, when you first started getting a reputation, you know, after you won, say, your first few fights, was it people challenging you, or would you challenge people? Or
When I first started, it was left in Mando. People would approach here. I didn't know nothing to do with challenging.
right.
It was left in manager. He'd say to me, for instance, you're fighting so and so your next fight.
Yeah.
This is after I had a fight. This is when I was up and coming. He said, I want you to stay and watch him. Tommy, I don't need to watch him. All I need to know is two things. Because after I had my fight, and get me money, I'd go. Right? I didn't want to stay and watch the fight. I say, Tommy, I want to know two things.
Yeah.
Tommy said, what's that, son? I said, is he a southpaw and is he a smoker? It's the only two things I want to know. Because if he smokes, I'm only worth a few rounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of the
stamina.
the stamina will go. And if he is southpaw, obviously, or I could spar, I could train my southpaws.
Yeah.
For the next fight.
Yeah.
That's the only two things I ever wanted to know. So now you just stay behind and watch the fights.
So you just don't matter what his name is, you just.
I wouldn't give him monkeys.
If
In them days, I used to fight for my family, my children.
Yeah.
I had to. put food on the table. And I was satisfied just to put food on the table.
Yeah.
These days, bare knuckle fighters, they can retire after 40, 50 fights maybe.
Yeah.
Less than that.
Yeah.
They can retire. 40 fights, say.
Yeah.
With the money you're getting these days, you know,
What,
big
laying
time.
on themselves, sort of?
Sorry?
Like, so they're getting paid a lot of money to fight
a lot hell of a lot.
underground, yeah?
Of course, you're getting big bucks. But in my day, you know, you were fighting. I was literally fighting to put food on the table with my family.
Yeah. So if we go back, when you was, what was it? You was about 18, 19 when you first.
Started off when I was 16.
Was you doing normal boxing?
But no, I didn't have fighting.
Yeah.
You know, what do you mean normal box?
Well, just training because like bare
I was in
knuckle-
there fighting bad. I was fighting men
Yeah.
at the age of 16. I lied about my age.
Right.
I told Tommy I was 18.
Yeah.
Tommy didn't know my age until I was about 22 or 23.
Right.
I was fighting grown men at 18. Sorry, at 16.
Yeah.
By the age of 18, I was fighting internationals from all over the world.
Did you travel the world?
I
to
travelled,
fight,
I fought them in their own backyard, and they come and put me in the barn up in Hendon.
Right. And I've got. I hope you don't mind me saying, you was a very handsome man when you was younger. Was you?
What do you mean when? I don't like that.
You still are.
that.
Was you know? Was you such a good fighter because you was worried about getting your fights?
Didn't worry.
Good looks.
No, it didn't worry me at all. My style of fighting was to come in with a crouch,
Yeah.
and therefore it was hard for them to catch me in the face.
Yeah.
Although as you look closer, you see the scars,
Yeah.
both eyes, 114 fights. What the hell do you expect?
Yeah.
I'm bound to have a few scars. But my style was coming in as a crouch, and now my hands would be able to look through my hands, pop, fist. It's harder, it's easier to punch up than what it is to punch down.
Yeah.
I was a middleweight champion of the world. And as a middleweight, you get guys that are 6 foot, 6'3".
Yeah.
Now me, I'm about what, 5'8", 5'9", I don't know, something like that. And you see these middleweights, these big, tall middleweights, 6'3",
Yeah.
6 foot. I love them. I love to. The only thing I have was I have the reach advantage. But my style was to get under that reach,
Yeah.
and when you're punching up, you get more power,
Putting
much
the
more
pressure
power.
from-
You get more
from
power.
above,
It
yeah.
comes from the feet.
Yeah.
Your power comes from your feet. You're punching up. You're punching up at the midriff there. Punch it. When these guys were punching down, they were only punching from the shoulder.
Yeah.
Less power.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only place it could hit me was there,
Yeah.
because I was,
Hardest
bothering
part
me.
of the head is hardest part of the body.
I used to bust more knuckles than anything.
Who was your toughest fight that you remember?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, one hell of a fighter. He's from London, Ian Woodley. It was one of the bloodiest battles ever seen in London. So it's still a good thing, one of the bloodiest battles. I cut Ian to pieces in 8 rounds. But he was a hard son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Hard man. I'll tell you what, since that fight, me and him have been best of mates.
Yeah.
We've been like, me and him like that.
I love that. It's respect.
We've been
isn't
like
it?
brothers. Yeah, respect, yeah. Hardest, he was my hardest British fighter.
Yeah.
I fought Joby Wilson for the British Championship. But he wasn't as hard as Ian. I won that. Hardest fight was championship fights, obviously. Peter Benici for the European Championship. He was an Australian Italian. Benici, that was his second name. And then there was Jean-Paul Durrell. He was French-Canadian from Quebec. And he was,
Strong, yeah.
what do you expect
Yeah.
for a world champion?
What was you doing a lot of running and stamina stuff when you was in your prime? Yeah, because cardio is a big part. Would you say cardio is a big part as well as taking a punch? So that's where the smoking. If someone smokes, you know.
Never smoke.
Smoke. And Paddy, obviously, I know we know you for BKB, but a lot of people who don't know too much about BKB will relate you more to your good friend Muhammad Ali. Do you still speak to him? Because I mean, you've both been you've both obviously been ill, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I can't. I haven't spoken to him. Me and him, we used to get on the phone regularly and speak to each other.
Yeah.
But obviously, you can't talk to Muhammad now because of the Parkinson's syndrome.
Yeah, yeah.
So I last saw him, I think it was about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But
Because he is one of your really good friends, isn't he? I mean,
good friend, very, very close friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because didn't you help him get a licence again or something
Yeah,
like that?
no, it didn't help him get a license. There was people were writing into me from all over the world.
Yeah.
So they knew me in Australia and these European countries.
Yeah.
And it was these underground fighters, bare knuckle fighters. They were writing into me letters. In the 3.5 years I was out, I ended up with 22,224.
Really?
Yeah, names and addresses. I took these up to the American Embassy in London. And I spoke to an attaché, I always remember the name, Ronald Deutsch. He was an attaché to the ambassador. I walked up with these loaded big bag in my arms. I want to see the American Embassy. You can't just walk into a place and see the ambassador straight away.
No.
But I didn't know.
No.
I come to see the ambassador. Oh, you can't see. You got an appointment? Why you want to make an appointment? I didn't need an appointment. I'm Paddy Monaghan, I didn't need one. Oh, you must have an appointment. And these big bodyguards were looking down at me. I said, what the fuck are you looking at? And in the end, I got his attaché. It was this guy called Ronald Deutsch. And he assured me that all these letters, 22,024 named addresses, will be put in front of the President of the United States, which was Tricky Dicky at the time, Richard Nixon.
So we're going back to was it 70s?
Nixon time.
Yeah.
And they were put on his desk, and he assured me that they would be. And whether they were or not, I do not know, but it got back to me that they were.
That's
but
brilliant.
Nixon probably didn't take notice.
No. And then after that,
I'm sure a lot of other people did take notice.
Yeah.
Because Nixon was one of the ones that didn't want Ali in the ring.
Right. And then after that, it obviously fought again. Is that right?
Yeah, but it was. Yeah, but it was. When you think of it, it's a dirty game.
Yeah.
I mean, politics is a dirty game.
Yeah.
Now Nixon was run by J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah.
And what was that? How was it? Millionaire. Howard Hughes. He used to handle all. This is what a lot of people don't know. Hughes and Hoover. And Nixon himself.
Yeah.
They didn't want Ali to fight.
No.
But public demand.
Yeah. So I did it.
Yeah.
Obviously, your lovely wife's here tonight. I've just been speaking to her, and she said she used to get very nervous when you went to fight. Obviously.
She used to like it. Yeah. But she used to like it when I put the money in the table. To get the food. And I earned a few bucks. We earned a few quid, but not to the extent of what they get today.
No. So it wouldn't be like retirement money like they earn now. You get boxers, say David Hay, for example.
Yeah, if I was fighting to David Hay, my house. If I was fighting today,
Yeah.
I would be a multi-millionaire.
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, good luck don't get me wrong. Good luck to the lads that's fighting. I support every one of them, the bare knuckle fighters.
Yeah.
I support them all.
Yeah.
And, but, in them days, you're fighting for peanuts.
Well, Paddy, I've seen a couple on YouTube where, a couple of gypsies have maybe fought for £20,000, and not being rude or anything, some of the ones I've seen are not a standard that, the fight's over in a couple of minutes, someone gets maybe punched and that's it. It's
well, I've seen it, I know what you're talking about. They come in, there's no... We were taught you have style.
Yeah.
Like they do, it was like, you see two boxers in the ring, fighters.
Yeah.
I mean, with all due respect, I'm in support of bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah.
But with all due respect, you see these club fighters, you know, they haven't got style.
Yeah.
You're talking about these zippers in lanes, country lanes and that.
Yeah.
Hard man, very hard man. But no scientific stuff involved there.
No.
I mean, you see in every one of the videos I've seen, as you just pointed out,
It's like a cover. And
they come in and there's,
yeah.
you know, there's none of this block and a punch, you know.
Just want a quick finish.
Come in, bang, bang, bang. You see the same sort of thing on street corner every Saturday night.
Yeah.
But it was a different ball game with the crowd.
Different to what it is now, yeah. Because now, obviously, a lot of MMA, all sorts of fighters are getting involved, don't they, with BKB. Did you ever did you and Ali ever spar together? Did you ever do any training sessions together?
Well, it's probably pros.
Yeah.
It's probably pro boxers.
Did you find it different to BKB, or was it no different just with gloves?
No. I used to hate gloves. Because when I was sparring, obviously you can't spar but bare knuckle.
Yeah.
Sparring, someone used to put 16-ounce gloves on me. He'd give the other guy 8-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah? They obviously, 16-ounce gloves, I hated them.
Yeah.
And I hated any gloves. Give me BKB, lovely. Jan,
Yeah.
so pretty. But this was one of the, he would make it harder for me sparring. And I wouldn't realise this until afterwards. I said, Tommy, why do you keep using a 16-ounce glove with me? He said, because he says, it'll make it harder for you. He said, well, you keep knocking these guys out all the time.
Yeah.
He said, I'll take these 16-ounce gloves away from you, if you want to, and you'll find the difference. I said, what difference? He said, you won't be able to dig so hard and heavy. That's what you did. That's what I do.
Do you miss the old days when you used to fight?
Oh, I miss it
Really?
terribly, yeah.
I mean, when you fought, so did you work as well when you was a young man?
No.
So
I
you'd
used
have
to have a
money.
job. I used to have a job, you know, in between sometimes.
Yeah.
When times were really hard.
Like door work or that sort of thing, would you do?
I was never going door work. Big Lane McLean, God bless his soul, he always wanted me to go and do door work up in London.
Yeah.
Because like Lenny, you know, was a doorman.
Yeah.
And this is one thing that Sandra, she couldn't put up with.
No.
I went up there a couple of times and I would say, you know, I had to
Yeah.
come back. I never got no trouble up there and nothing, but
No.
the door work now, I did, you know.
Was he a friend of yours, Lenny? Then Lenny McLean.
Lenny, yeah, he used to come with me, yeah.
He was a good heavy. He was like a heavyweight, wasn't he? He was quite
Yeah.
a big lad.
Yeah.
That obviously died of cancer, unfortunately. But he got his film role before he died, didn't he? So you know, he was all his work that he put in over the years, like yourself. You know, he got a bit of recognition for it. And unfortunately, people become more famous when they've died than when they're alive, don't they?
Yeah, now they had their Lenny. That's when he became famous. When he did die.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
Because I mean, I spoke to people that knew Lenny in the '60s, you know, and it was like before anyone, you know, even the Crays back in their early days would know everybody. I mean,
Ronnie and Reggie, they used to come to fights. They used to come regular when I was fighting up in London. Two of them, man, they're great guys.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'd get more of a backhander off them. Bloody fight. The person I paid for.
So like they.
You know, Ronnie and Reggie, come here. Well done, son. Mind you, they had a good wager on me.
Yeah. So they were making a bit as well. Because Reggie was a good boxer. Is that right? I mean, I've never seen.
I don't know. I've never seen him fight. I've never seen him fight at all. All I knew about them was when they came to see me fight.
Yeah. You obviously there's still many Paddy Monaghan fans across the world. I mean, I think they'll all be glad to see you back up on your feet. What's the future now? You got to go back to hospital, or is
No. I'm finished. I'm finished with hospitals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully now.
But I was dead there I was actually dead for 20 minutes.
It's incredible when you come back.
And I come back from the dead. Well, when I went there, And St. Peter said he didn't want me. And I went down to the devil. The devil didn't want me. So
Did you get any experiences then when you died?
No,
Do you
I got
remember
no
it was just a...
when I was dead for about 20 minutes, everybody asked me the same question.
Yeah.
Paddy, any experiences?
Did you, so are you looking forward to tonight? I mean, obviously we've got a nice venue.
Looking forward to it. Sure I am.
Seeing some of the younger guys that possibly, I mean, we have said that there's a lot of fighters now that they're not quite as they were years ago. Paddy, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
I've been looking forward to this for a long
Pleasure
time because
mine.
we've been chatting.
You're welcome.
And I'm glad to have you on the DVD. It'd be brilliant.
Great.
Thank you, Paddy.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
My pleasure.